rebuild and open Alcatraz. This was his post over the weekend. For too long, America has been plagued by vicious, violent, and repeat criminal offenders. The dregs of society, he says, who will never contribute anything other than misery and suffering. He capitalizes the M in misery and the S in suffering. When we were a more serious nation, in times past, in fact, there's a random capitalization of words across the way here. In times past, we did not hesitate to lock up the most dangerous criminals and keep them far away from anyone they could harm. Anyway, he then gets on to, that is why today I'm directing the Bureau of Prisons, together with the Department of Justice, FBI, and Homeland Security, to reopen a substantially enlarged and rebuilt Alcatraz to house America's most ruthless and violent offenders. Then he goes on to say, we'll no longer be held hostage, etc. We will make America great again. No. This I put in the distraction category, but because of the way this White House and this administration is configured, he is surrounded by yes men and women who are, yes, sir, going to get right on that, sir. And that's exactly what's happening. Now, the reopening of Alcatraz is absurd. It was closed because it is way too expensive to operate.
I thought we were cutting money. No, we're going to outspend ourselves on this?
Apparently, this is where he wants to be. And it was closed because it was both expensive. It was closed back in 1962, the order was. And there were three big factors, much more expensive to operate than facilities elsewhere in the country. And just while we're on that, when he talks about all of these criminals and we need a place to house them, dude, we have plenty of places to house criminals. We have max prisons across the West, across the East. You can spin the wheel and you can put any of those offenders that you're talking about in one of those prisons. There's no prison shortage per se. It was much more expensive to operate than other facilities was the first reason. And then it came to light that there was a real escape potential from Alcatraz that didn't exist at a lot of the other prisons. So, A, you're saving money by closing this thing. B, you're decreasing the chance of losing these prisoners that you care so much about housing and making sure that they never get out. And there are just too many people for Alcatraz to operate effectively. Alcatraz has a max capacity of 336 prisoners. 336. So you want to pour all of federal dollars into reopening Alcatraz when it can only house a few hundred? Okay, you're going to make it, you're going to MAGA-ize it, so it's going to be bigger. Great. So what is that? Let's double it. 600? It's just not viable. So, I mean, today's prisons hold thousands of people. Now, we can talk about the prison system, we can talk about the privatization of the prison system, et cetera, but the idea of reopening Alcatraz is absurd. We all know it's absurd. Even those who he has charged with investigating reopening Alcatraz, they all know it's absurd. But again, they have to say, yes, sir, yes, sir. And they'll take what has now become a tourist attraction, right? It's run by the National Park Service, and they're going to try to, I don't know, reconstitute it as a place for violent offenders.
It's
Makes
ridiculous.
no sense.
I think the plan is to build a new massive prison out on Alcatraz.
I see.
Right. And so here's the thing about Alcatraz. I think he's thinking, what's the worst prison? What's the most notorious prison in America where we can really be mean to these criminals and these, we could be our meanest, who could treat them in the worst way. It's another avenue for him to be cruel and be tough and look like, you want to mess with me, I'm going to send you to the Rock. I'm going to send you to the big house. Like, we're going to reopen the worst place in the world. Come on. You want your own, what is the name of the prison in El Salvador? Sesco or something?
Yes,
you want your own one of those? That's what he's trying to do. It's a tourist hotspot now. Come on now.
It is. I mean, Kim's right. I mean, and she's right to use the word hotspot. I mean, it's like one of those things that you want to do if you're touring the San Francisco Bay Area. And thank you for the super chat. Last Angry Manny for 5.25 says, escape from Trump's obsession of Alcatraz. 525 on 525. Yeah, thank you very much for that, and
Thank you,
appreciate
Manny.
the super chat. Yeah, Manny. I
Last
do
Angry
think
Manny.
that Trump's vision of the world is informed so much by movies and television. He doesn't read. So his notions about things, I think, as Kim has suggested, sort of fall to the mythology that's created through the world of film and the world of television. And so in that mythology, Alcatraz was the big bad prison, right? It's the focus of so many stories. So maybe you're right about that, Kim. That's sort of the reason for his obsession. But
I took a tour out there once, and this is back when classroom, because I'm from the Bay Area, so you go there with your school, and our class took the tour, and back then, I don't know if they do this anymore. I don't think they do. They put you in solitary confinement, and they tell you the story about how they would put these men in there naked, strip them naked, and it was freezing, and it's this dark, like cavernous, not that big, but it's just you walk in and it's this dark, the walls are dark concrete and the place is cold, and they would spray you with water. And then they'd shut the door and they would slam the door. And there I am, this kid standing in solitary confinement in Alcatraz, freaking the F out, thinking, oh my God, this is the worst. You could feel the cold in your bones. Imagine the people that were sprayed with water naked and standing in there. I'll never forget it. And so
yeah,
maybe that's what he's looking for. Like that's the when he says that reopen Alcatraz, I'm thinking, what the hell are you thinking?
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
again, it's, I think, the shiny object that we jump on as media, because it is a shiny object and it is kind of the latest utterance from the Mad King. But there you see the lineup of what the prison cells look like now in Alcatraz. There was a great scene in
So I married an axe murderer.
So I Married an Axe Murderer, thank you,
Yeah.
with Phil Hartman. There you go. Yeah, and Phil is the tour guide, and he is just hilarious. And I'd run it for you, but I'll be demonetized if I do. So otherwise, I would, and you should find it and watch it after this show, because it's not long and it's wonderful. It's Mike Myers and Phil Hartman, and that film has great moments, but that really, that one little selection from the Alcatraz tour has a lot of really funny moments. So the Escape from Alcatraz was the Saturday night movie, says Katie Lynch, on PBS. Could that have set Trump's mind? If there is a set on Trump's mind. No, I don't. Well, I don't know if he watches much PBS, or maybe. But yeah, that's the latest on that. And again, as I say, it's a shiny object that the media jumps on. So in that sense, it's a clear distraction. It will never happen. But on the other hand, it is grabbing a lot of people around Trump who want to scurry to do whatever the Mad King wants. And so, as I say, his every utterance, instead of being dismissed or parked on the back burner, they go, yes, sir, but we'll look into it right away, sir. That takes money, it takes time, and it's also, it just speaks to the general chaos of this administration. But
The Mark Thompson Show.
Yeah, watching PBS, he wants it gone, says Adam Cohen. Maud Day, are you kidding me? Thank you, Maud Day. Spring Ka-ching has sprung with Maud Day, a $50 super
Big shout out.
chat sticker. I guess it would be a sticker, chat, technically.
Yeah.
With the hugs and kisses from Maud Day. Thank you, Maud Day, and thank you.
Thank you so much.
And thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Really, really cool of you. This is our Spring Ka-ching fund drive. Ron Cook, thank you for jumping in with the 20. Appreciate that too. Big shout out. Ron and Maud and all of you. Tom, can't let Kelly show me up. Kelly Malloy, Tom Malloy now says with a $5 super chat. Thank you. Cranky Charcoal with $4.99. Those are British pounds, are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, how lovely.
They call that sterling?
Yes, British sterling, exactly. Yeah, quid. Almost £5. What is that? Hi, it's Mark, and I thought that was great. Hit the notification bell, you'll know whenever there's a new video being dropped, and please subscribe to our channel. to help us save the universe.